Hi guys. We're so glad to see you again. During the citizenship interview, USCIS officers might ask you to define some difficult words on the N400 form, especially in Part 9. They just want to verify your ability to speak and understand English. Today, I'm going to share with you the 45 most asked vocabulary words, and full 37 yes/no questions, based on the actual applicant's experiences. Our goal is to provide you with the necessary knowledge, to feel confident and well prepared for the US Citizenship Test. Alright, are you ready? Let's get started.
Have you ever claimed to be a U.S. citizen in writing or any other way?
No.
Claim to be a U.S. citizen. What does claimed to be a U.S. citizen mean?
Say you are a US citizen but you are not.
Have you ever registered to vote or voted in any federal, state, or local election in the United States?
No.
Register. What does register mean?
To sign up.
Vote. Can you explain to me what vote means?
To elect new leaders.
Do you currently owe any overdue federal, state or local taxes in the United States?
No.
Owe overdue taxes. What does owe overdue taxes mean?
I have not paid taxes. I still need to pay.
Overdue. What is the definition of overdue?
Late or not on time.
Since you became a lawful permanent resident, have you called yourself a non-resident alien on a federal, state, or local tax return or decided not to file a tax return because you considered yourself to be a non-resident?
No.
Non-US resident alien. Do you know the meaning of non-US resident alien?
A person who has not passed the green card test.
Have you ever been a member of, involved in, or in any way associated with any communist or totalitarian party anywhere in the world?
No.
Totalitarian party. What is totalitarian party?
The government has total control over everything.
Communist party. What is Communist party?
No freedom like China and North Korea.
Have you ever advocated, supported and promoted any of the following, or been a member of, involved in, or in any way associated with any group anywhere in the world that advocated any of the following? Opposition to all organized government, world communism, the establishment in the United States of a totalitarian dictatorship, the overthrow by force or violence, or any other unconstitutional means of the government of the United States or all forms of law. The unlawful assaulting or killing of any officer, or officers of the government of the United States or of any other organized government because of their official character, the unlawful damage, injury or destruction of property, or sabotage.
No.
Overthrow a government. Do you know what overthrow a government means?
To remove a government from power.
Have you ever been a member of, involved in, or in any way associated with, or have you ever provided money, a thing of value, services or labor, or any other assistance or support to a group that used a weapon or explosive with intent to harm another person, or cause damage to property?
No.
Have you ever been a member of, involved in, or in any way associated with, or have you ever provided money, a thing of value, services or labor, or any other assistance or support to a group that engaged or participated in kidnapping, assassination, or hijacking or sabotage of an airplane, ship, vehicle, or other mode of transportation?
No.
Have you ever been a member of, involved in, or in any way associated with, or have you ever provided money, a thing of value, services or labor, or any other assistance or support to a group that threatened, attempted, conspired, prepared, planned, advocated for, or incited others to commit kidnapping, assassination, hijacking, sabotage or use a weapon, or explosive with intent to harm another person, or cause damage to property?
No.
Have you ever ordered, incited, called for, committed, assisted, helped with, or otherwise participated in torture?
No.
Torture. Do you understand what torture is?
Hurt someone to make them tell you information.
Have you ever ordered, incited, called for, committed, assisted, helped with, or otherwise participated in genocide?
No.
Genocide. Do you know the meaning of genocide?
To kill a whole race.
Have you ever ordered, incited, called for, committed, assisted, helped with, or otherwise participated in killing, or trying to kill any person?
No.
Have you ever ordered, incited, called for, committed, assisted, helped with, or otherwise participated in injuring, or trying to injure any person intentionally and severely?
No.
Have you ever ordered, incited, called for, committed, assisted, helped with, or otherwise participated in any kind of sexual contact, or activity with any person who did not consent, or was unable to consent, or was being forced or threatened by you, or by someone else?
No.
Have you ever ordered, incited, called for, committed, assisted, helped with, or otherwise participated in not letting someone practice their religion?
No.
Have you ever ordered, incited, called for, committed, assisted, helped with, or otherwise participated in causing harm or suffering to any person, because of their race, religion, natural origin, membership in a particular social group, or political opinion?
No.
Have you ever served in, been a member of, assisted, or participated in any military or police unit?
No.
Military unit. What is military unit?
A group that works for government.
Have you ever served in, been a member of, assisted, or participated in any armed group, for example, paramilitary unit, self-defense unit, vigilante unit, rebel group, or guerrilla group?
No.
Have you ever worked, volunteered, or otherwise served in a place where people were detained, for example, a prison, jail, prison camp, detention facility, or labor camp, or have you ever directed, or participated in any other activity that involved detaining people?
No.
Prison or jail. Do you know what prison or jail means?
A place where prisoners are kept.
Were you ever a part of any group, or did you ever help any group, unit, or organization that used a weapon against any person, or threatened to do so?
No.
Weapon. Do you understand the meaning of weapon?
Like a knife or gun.
Have you ever sold, provided, or transported weapons, or assisted any person in selling, providing, or transporting weapons, which you knew or believed would be used against another person?
No.
Have you ever received any weapons training, paramilitary training, or other military-type training?
No.
Weapon training. What is weapon training?
To learn how to use gun.
Have you ever recruited, enlisted, conscripted, or used any person under 15 years of age to serve in or help an armed group, or attempted, or worked with others to do so?
No.
Have you ever used any person under 15 years of age to take part in hostilities, or attempted or worked with others to do so?
No.
Have you ever committed, agreed to commit, asked someone else to commit, helped commit, or tried to commit a crime, or offense for which you were not arrested?
No.
Commit a crime. Could you explain to me what commit a crime means?
To do something that breaks the law.
Offense. What does offense mean?
A minor crime.
Have you ever been arrested, cited, detained or confined by any law enforcement officer, military official, in the U.S. or elsewhere, or immigration official for any reason, or been charged with a crime or offense?
No.
Arrested. Explain the meaning of arrested.
Handcuffed by the police.
Cited. Explain the meaning of cited.
Given a ticket by police.
Detained. Explain the meaning of detained.
Held in custody by police.
Charged. What does charged mean?
Police tell you that you did something illegal.
If you received a suspended sentence, were placed on probation, or were paroled, have you completed your suspended sentence, probation, or parole?
No.
Probation. What is probation?
You report to an officer regularly instead of jail time.
Parole. What is parole?
Allowed to leave prison early due to good behavior.
Have you ever engaged in prostitution, attempted to procure, or import prostitutes, or persons for the purpose of prostitution, or received any proceeds, or money from prostitution?
No.
Procure. What does procure mean?
To find someone for sex.
Prostitute. What does prostitute mean?
Someone who has sex for money.
Have you ever manufactured, cultivated, produced, distributed, dispensed, sold, or smuggled any controlled substances, illegal drugs, narcotics, or drug paraphernalia in violation of any law or regulation of a U.S. state, the United States, or a foreign country?
No.
Smuggle. Do you know what smuggle means?
To take things to a country illegally.
Illegal drugs or narcotics. Do you know what illegal drugs or narcotics means?
Like heroin or cocaine.
Have you ever been married to more than one person at the same time?
No.
Bigamy. What is bigamy?
Married to more than one person at the same time.
Have you ever married someone in order to obtain an immigration benefit?
No.
Immigration benefit. What is immigration benefit?
Things like a visa, green card, or citizenship.
Have you ever helped anyone to enter, or try to enter, the United States illegally?
No.
Have you ever gambled illegally or received income from illegal gambling?
No.
Gambled illegally. Could you explain to me what gambled illegally means?
To play a game for money that is not allowed under law.
Have you ever failed to support your dependents or to pay alimony?
No.
Pay alimony. Could you explain to me what pay alimony is?
To pay money to ex-spouse after a divorce.
Have you ever made any misrepresentation to obtain any public benefit in the United States?
No.
Public benefit. Explain to me what public benefit means.
Welfare, like food stamps.
Have you ever given any U.S. government officials any information or documentation that was false, fraudulent, or misleading?
No.
False, fraudulent, or misleading. What does false, fraudulent, or misleading mean?
To say or do something that is not true.
Have you ever lied to any U.S. government officials to gain entry or admission into the United States or to gain immigration benefits while in the United States?
No.
Lie. What does lie mean?
To say something that is not true.
Have you ever been placed in removal, rescission, or deportation proceedings?
No.
Have you ever been removed or deported from the United States?
No.
Deport. Tell me what deport means.
To force a person to leave a country.
Are you a person born as a male who lived in the United States at any time between your 18th and 26th birthdays?
No.
Did you register for the Selective Service?
No.
Selective Service. What does Selective Service mean?
Services in armed forces under law.
Have you ever left the United States to avoid being drafted in the U.S. Armed Forces?
No.
Have you ever applied for any kind of exemption from military service in the U.S. Armed Forces?
No.
Have you ever been court-martialed or have you received a discharge characterized as other than honorable, bad conduct, or dishonorable, while in the U.S. Armed Forces?
No.
Have you ever deserted from the U.S. Armed Forces?
No.
Have you ever been discharged from training or service in the U.S. Armed Forces because you were an alien?
No.
Do you now have, or did you ever have a hereditary title or an order of nobility in any foreign country?
No.
Hereditary title. What is hereditary title?
A royal title such as prince or princess.
Order of nobility. What is order of nobility?
Like king or queen.
Do you support the Constitution and form of government of the United States?
Yes.
Constitution. What is the Constitution?
It's the supreme law of the land.
Form of government. What is form of government?
Republic.
Do you understand the full oath of allegiance to the United States?
Yes.
Are you unable to take the oath of allegiance because of a physical or developmental disability or mental impairment?
No.
Are you willing to take the full oath of allegiance to the United States?
Yes.
Oath of allegiance. What does oath of allegiance mean?
A promise to be loyal to the United States.
If the law requires it, are you willing to bear arms on behalf of the United States?
Yes.
Bear arms. Do you understand what bear arms means?
To own or use a gun.
If the law requires it, are you willing to perform non-combatant services in the U.S. Armed Forces?
Yes.
Non-combatant services. Do you understand what non-combatant services means?
Services that do not involve combat, such as nurse, cook, engineer.
If the law requires it, are you willing to perform work of national importance under civilian direction?
Yes.
Work of national importance. What is work of national importance?
To help with a major emergency like a fire, flood, or earthquake.
Civilian direction. What is civilian direction?
A direction from a person who is not in the military.